This is Liquor and Wolves. Liquor and Wolves. Secrets and dope and music and reactions. Liquor and Wolves. I said liquor and wolves. Liquor and wolves. Liquor and wolves. Liquor and wolves. Secrets and dope and a German talking bullshit. Liquor and wolves. Fuck. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And we're live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world. How are we doing tonight? This is Liquor and Wolves. I'm Rob, and you guys are the best for coming around today. Thanks so much for being here. All right, today we are doing Falling in Reverse. Again, finally. They haven't been on the show for a minute, man. And it is something, it's going to be the song Zombified. And it came about through this comment here by somebody who's OG on the channel, I think, because she's going to have to riddle me this. Now, you see the username up here, AdamFanAlways. And let's talk about what she has to say first. I'm dying to hear more NF, and I know you will when you can get to it, but I'm also a big fan, of course, of Falling in Reverse. And much like NF, they do movies, like videos, and lead singer Ronnie goes all out when he does those videos. I think it will be a lot of fun for you to react to Zombified. And she is, of course, right. It's facts. They make fucking big production, serious-ass music videos. And there is a bunch of reactions to their content on the channel. And if you feel like it, go and check it out. But I've said this a couple of times with them. And this was my very first exposure to them. Before I ever clicked on the video, I realized, and it's visible here too, I observed the fact that they're on Epitaph Records. And for me, being like, Epitaph, say the word Epitaph, and what comes to mind? In my world, it is still, but this could be because I'm an old fart, there's still this kind of DIY punk label on the down low. I know Brett Gervitz, founder and, you know, Bad Religion and everything, is a millionaire these days, just like Fat Mike is with Fat Records. But at the core of the label and, you know, the company they are, I was wondering, and this is why am I talking about this, where do they get all the fuck you money to produce such big ass fucking videos? And that was in reference to the Watch the World Burn bit. Because it's like, whoa, right? You can't, this is not somebody in After Effects like back at the house. This is a serious, let's take 3-4 whatever days in the green screen studio. By the way, hats off to Ronnie for being able to so naturally act and behave in this super surreal and unnatural surrounding of a green screen studio. Excuse me. So yeah, that is of course facts. They make videos, right? And yeah, the title of the song Zombified is, when I first read it, when I'm not going to call her Karen from now on, when Karen wrote this, I'm like, is this a mistype? It's like, was she trying to write I'm Not a Zombie? Because that is a song that exists. And I've reacted to it in a double feature with the reimagined or revamped. Yeah. It's, of course, called I'm Not a Vampire. But in the second verse of that, I'm Not a Zombie. So I'm thinking, are we obsessed a little bit with the whole world of zombies? And yeah, because in Watch the World Burn, we of course get all these visual, you know, waving hellos to that entire world a little bit as well. But that is by no means a diss. That is an observation of mine, and I'm wondering how Ronnie seems to be sort of in that world. Just, you know, it seems to be a passion of his. Like the visual references also in Watch the World Burn toward the whole superhero movie genre, this Marvel franchise look and feel of things. Hats off to like how it was being done and the production behind it. But it's not my world. It's just not for me, that whole Marvel franchise. I think it's a visual boombasticism over, you know, actual content. You don't need a story. You just need fucking imagery that blows you away. Not here in the videos of Falling in Reverse, of course. I'm just saying the Marvel thing, I would never go and pay money to see that at the movies. But that's just me, personal taste. So what we're getting in for, I think, is going to be, again, wow, big time. Of course, she's announced it, and just look at the fucking thumbnail. And this, I actually wonder, if I logged out of my account Would I get like a age restriction? Maybe somebody can riddle me that in the comments, whether or not you have to log in and, kind of prove your age to be able to watch that content. Because if it's so, and it's a, conscious decision of the gang around Ronnie to go, yeah, we will, if that's how it is, that's how it is, because it could be a decision to say, let's not get so extreme that we're going to get, a age login wall in front of our content. But if they decide to, so fuck it, we don't care, and still generate fucking 29 million views, then again, all hats off to the ballsiness, right? Okay, what are other thoughts? Yeah, just Karen, real quick. So you have described how Adam Fan always has to do with Adam Lambert, and that your name is actually Karen. There is another Karen, as in Karen Taylor, on the channel, who is very interactive and very talkative as well, and always dropping, meaningful stuff. Are you one and the same and you've changed your username? Or are you actually two different persons? Just wondering. All right. Okay, kids, we're going to get into this now. Falling in Reverse, Zombified. What am I expecting of it? Of course, I know we're going to get great video work, and we know the song's going to be a banger because Karen said so. And it's hard to be expecting or, anticipating something with Ronnie content or Falling in Reverse content in terms of this is what I think it will sound like, right? Because 99 out of 100 times you're going to be off with it, or at least only in part it is what you are thinking it is, because he switches it up and just surprises you and be like, hey, I'm just going to be all over the place. I'm going to start here and then go there and then go here. And I love him for it because it's so fucking entertaining and it keeps your attention, and you are under the impression that you're not, okay, this is Guns N' Roses giving us one song, all good and all great and yeah, nice. But here it's like, okay, I'm going to go in a fucking triple time spitter hip hop mode with a fucking hip hop production under it. And then I'm going to go into fucking screamo. And then I'm going to go into, New York hardcore and almost growling. And I love that. And let's see what this is going to be doing to us. As always, I'm going to let it ring for a couple of seconds and check my audio. And then take you guys full screen. Let's roll. Wow, this is just big time production, man. Is this again is this a courtroom again that we're referencing? The fourth time now? Come on, I need something to level with. I'm gonna start this over once I got it leveled. Oh.
Zombified.
All right, guys. Holy shizzle nizzle. Wow. Visual work. Flames. Again. It's a fucking movie. It's a fucking movie, man. And then the fucking grand ass music production that just pushes itself into your face with the, there's lows in it, very, very massive bass foundation, and, strings just continuously being strummed under it. And it's just, I love it. We're going back. There's nothing been said as of now, but of course I want to catch it up. It looks like it could be Ronnie. I'm guessing Ronnie. We see him from the back. He's walking through this fucked up in ruins town square, whatever. And walking toward what I think is the courthouse that we've been given visually a couple of times now. I'm not a monster in that I'm not a vampire in that he is in there, like, speaking his case toward a female-only audience and jury. In Popular Monster, we see it with everybody in there dead. And here now, and also I did another double feature where there's two songs of the same thing. I forget. It doesn't matter. We get it. I think we get a glimpse of it as well. And if it's here again, it's like, what in the fuck, dude? You are this is cinematography not 101. This is fucking advanced mode with your shit. It's not just somebody that's able to generate a fucking 3D world. It's somebody that's also known his film school content, right? Holy shit. But let's go. Coffee, by the way. Cheers. You know how fucking amazing it would be if all this tied together at one point? How there's at one point, a still standing and in good condition courthouse, and throughout the entire catalog of Falling in Reverse, like 10 years from now, somebody's going to sit there and analyze this. Okay, this is the events, the chain of events. That would be fucking amazing. It's very possible too, because Ronnie is such a creative fucking head, right? And the people in his camp. Yeah, man. So he's intentionally waking them up. Probably this motive of, Walking Dead and everything. As long as they don't hear you, you're not directing their attention toward you. But he's intentionally doing this. And I wonder why there's a light flickering beside the entry door to it. What is that? There's probably someone in there and they're giving each other Morse code light signs.
Zombified.
The monsters are living under your bed, 'cause they are the voices in your head.
The monsters are living under your bed because they are the voices inside your head. Okay? That takes it a little bit down off of those zombie invasion thing here, right? And it takes it over to us, the everyday monsters that everybody kind of knows. But let's see. That was funny. I want your brains. Fucking Uncle Sam poster here. That's funny. And there's a liquor. What? Maybe there's a Woes store as well.
Your bed, 'cause they are the voices in your head. Zombified by the lies they said. We become the walking dead. 'Cause everybody's on the edge. Oh no, they'll never let go. Something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you. And they won't stop till every...
So he's gonna go into a fucking chorus and it's gonna be power chords and I'm gonna love it, but I have to fucking acknowledge how he is talking facts again, right? They talk about something you said, I don't know the number, don't nail me on that, 15 years ago, and they're canceling. Oh, man. This phenomenon of people being triggered and woke and taking apart everything you say without intention all the time. Yeah, you can watch your tongue a little bit, but if something slips out, then fucking so be it. You're not physically hurting anyone, and you're a product of your time, and especially when you talk about something that happened 15 years ago in a totally different state of mind and state of the nation, if you will, for everybody involved, and state of society, when it was okay to. This is reverse engineering why something is now not cool. But, the whole fucking sensitivity of... Don't get me started on this shit. But I think Ronnie is... Yes, my man, you are on the right track. If I am on the right track, what you're doing is very much appreciated. Let's hear that again. And then have him go into what I think is either going to be a pre-chorus or bridge, but it's going to be on power chords. I can tell. Yeah, and he's giving it he's giving it us visually as well. Something's being censored. Weird that they're not censoring the mouth, but the eyes. Why? Does that make any sense? Is it because when you say something with a smirk, it gets a different meaning, but if it's written on a piece of paper, you don't see the smirk that goes with it? Could be. and fucking, production art department for the production of this video. Flames. Let's roll.
Zombified by the lies they said. We become the walking dead. 'Cause everybody's talking edge. Oh no, they'll never let go. Something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you. And they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde. So they won't stop until everybody's zombified, as in just unison thinking, not break out of the format, and stay in your place, stay in your lane, zombified. Not physical, undead, but kind of, to a point. Because you have lost all ability to express yourself, because somebody's going to get triggered and you're going to get canceled if you do. So unless you decide to, yes, I will just march with the zombies, which Ronnie, of course, is refusing to do, you are going to be one. Yeah. All right, sorry for stopping it all the time. I love when I catch this thing and I'm like, oh, okay, this is the general direction of what this thing is. And now I have the privilege of not having to stop it so much. Let's roll.
They won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde.
We're dead inside. It goes on and on, let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. And they won't stop till you're zombified.
I love this motive of boom boom da dum da dum dum da dum, and yeah, I love the cheerleader gang there. It's only 4 of them, I think, so it's not a big ass squad. But how funny would it be if you had a team like, not NFL, maybe a college team, I don't know, and they came out like that, just to make a statement, right? That would be fucking flames. Kind of thriller video dressing stuff. That would be a fucking amazing. And Ronnie's voice in this, right? The singing. The 2 ways he is putting emphasis on that zombified, and then in the second part he goes hypnotized, and it's in harmony with one another, and it gives it this. I call it epic chords when the just the sound is super super harmonic, and everything it gives you in your personal perception of this sounds nice. It can be church music, it can be just a guitar, it can be basically anything, but especially in melodic core punk, rock as a whole, I guess. There's these 3 or 4 epic chords, as I call them, and they don't have to be major or minor. It can be either one. They're still epic, but they're making use of those in their choruses 99% of the time, and it's happening here again, and it sounds great. It sounds super great. Holy shit. And the drum emphasis, take out every other instrument and just give us these 2 tom hits. Hypnotize. Holy shit.
When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. And they won't stop till you're zombified. Your tongue, cause you don't wanna piss off anyone. We're traumatized by the damage done. Welcome.
Wait, something happened in the video. We get subtitles. Did you hear that? Time to go? What happened there? Because I'm listening. But yeah, shit. You don't want to piss off anyone. It's just, and the you know what I hate the most about the whole thing? My own scene is the most fascist about all these things, when we are really the ones. So it's Antifa, it used to be the ultra left that me and my band were and still kind of are positioned in, and this that I call my own scene is in the execution of what can you say, what can you wear, who can you play with and who not, and what do you have to, is so much more fascist than the actual fascists we at one point were trying to fight against. And it takes care that I am moving more and more out of the scene I really want to be in terms of political standpoints and in terms of political action against something, when we are doing these internal fights so fucking passionately all the goddamn time, and we forget that there's actually an enemy in front of the door while we're sitting in here having discussions on if I could wear this shirt or not. This is a bad example because, of course, yes, I can. But that's not. But this, what he's describing, you're just afraid to piss someone off. It's happening, and no one seems to fucking care. And everybody's like, it's the zeitgeist, right? And you should roll with it or be canceled. And I'm like, no, I fucking refuse to. It's not like I want to make statements that are so edgy that one should stand up and be like, hey, you can't say that. Like using N-words, like talking about how I enjoy beating women. Like things that are just, in a general consensus, not cool. But whether or not I gender personal pronouns, or whether or not I refer to Inuits as Eskimo, I know one shouldn't anymore. But if it slips out in a conversation without having, intentional evil and a political statement behind my using the word and deciding and, consciously deciding to use it, then I'm like, really? Are we having this discussion? Really? It's just, I don't know. It could just be me. Times are different, man. And I think it sucks. But yeah, what happens in the video here? I did see 2 subtitles that went, did you hear that? And I think drummer says this. And then Ronnie goes, time to go. Let's see why this is happening. And by the way, because this is still on the agenda of the week for me, the whole universe of the issue suicide is a good example as well. Because my stuff is shadow banned. You cannot find it because I decide to actually use the word and call it by its name, suicide. This has to do with Ren's latest, piece that he published. How and who gets to decide that we're not using this word anymore? It is a medical term describing a physical action. It is not something that used to be used by, I don't know, settlers or fucking the Spanish Inquisition, or something that, has this taste and background of, was used by people that were doing wrong. No, this is a medical term. It's like let's not use the word brain anymore. Let's call it the entity in one's head. Why? I see why. Well, the argument you hide behind is we don't want to expose the kids on YouTube to the word and the issue. Well, you are making it so much more interesting by banning the word, fucker. I could get into a rant on this shit, but I'm not gonna. Let's see what this subbing here is and why it's there. Shit.
We're traumatized by the damage done. Welcome to America.
Oh, this iconic image of the flag like on D-Day in the Normandy, I think, isn't it? Or is it a Vietnam thing? I think it's D-Day. But there's this photograph of a group of American soldiers putting up this flagpole with the Stars and Stripes. I think this is what it's trying to reincarnate. Kill a zombie with a mic stand. That is also a brilliant fucking picture he's painting, right? I refuse to have you silence me and turn me into a fucking zombie under your command and under your guidelines of what's allowed and what's not. I am fucking putting a spear through a zombie's head, and not only that, I kill it with words. I use my fucking mic stand because that is my form of expressing myself. It could be a fucking paintbrush. Could be a damn spray can. It could be a typewriter. And for Ronnie, of course, yeah, it's a mic stand. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Yeah. It's a sword that will pierce through the bullshit of all this, right? The mic. In brackets, stand, of course. Shit. Great.
Their kids are like you, and they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside. Goes on and on, let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. They won't stop till you're
Zombified.
I have to listen to this again. Plus, we get a whole new genre on top of what we're already absurdly in, being the whole zombie and like Walking Dead world. All of a sudden, we get aliens that come in. They could be the fucking, the chosen few up there with the whole New World Order plan that they're trying to execute for their own higher purpose. That would make sense. But he's saying something also. We multiply. We feeding off your broken mind, like you feed us all this bullshit, throw gas on the fire through all media outlets. All we consume is your shit. We become so goddamn blind, they won't stop till we're all zombified. And here come the aliens. I have said in a couple of videos of Falling in Reverse, not in the Watch the World Burn, for sure not, but I think in I'm Not a Vampire, I said it, and I also said it, I think, in Popular Monster, how I think the musical format of the hooks, if they happen to be successively somewhat identical, I mean the same, not this one goes like this, that one goes like this, and this one is with flutes and pianos. They reoccur. They're not repetitive as in, oh, there's also the same. No, but they do reoccur instead of switching and changing throughout the whole song. In this, I love every single one of it. It doesn't get old. It gives you, it's fucking full of energy. It's right up my alley instrumentation wise and production wise, how they're putting so much emphasis on the low world of the whole thing. The guitar work isn't trying to be, let's do virtuoso type shit on this, as of now anyway. It's just right up my alley. It is playlist for sure. Yes, playlist. Holy shit, it is playlist. Love it. Voice. This triple, you want it to continue into Zombified after the first one. He's like, no, fuck y'all. He's got, they won't stop until you're, they won't stop until you're, they won't stop until you're Zombified. It's just, it's climaxing. It's making use of the musical theory of dynamic and breaking the expectation of the listener. It's just fucking great. I love it. I love it. Let's hear that again.
Zombified.
And even no, it's not 3 times the same thing. He goes, they won't stop till you're, they won't stop till I'm, they won't stop till we're zombified. Fucking flames. Oh, what? We get a T-Rex monster with pink breath?
Zombified.
Zombified.
What the fuck? And then leave us with that? So, coincidentally, 2 days ago I watched the film again. I've watched it a couple of times before. This Is the End. You know, the whole gang, Seth Rogen, Jonah Hill, fucking James Franco and everybody. where the demon fucks Jonah Hill up the ass with his super big black cock. And there's a Comedy Central roast of James Franco in which somebody, I think Seth Rogen, says to Jonah Hill, or like describes, this is how we made the film, la la la. And then he goes, well, and you remember the scene when Jonah Hill got fucked by the demon with the big black cock? It didn't have to be a black nor a big cock, but you know Jonah with his fucking demands. So that kind of reminded me of that demon thing that we see there. And why do Ronnie and the gang jump their car into its mouth? Are they giving up? Are they laying down, be like, yeah, man, just fucking do it. And make us zombies too? But that does not matter whatsoever. It's going to be liked for damn sure. And it's going to be talked about in terms of it deserves not only that one horn we just heard, it deserves a second one. There's only one song on the channel that ever got 3 horns. And holy fucking shit. That was amazing. It wasn't like I kind of said in the intro or, you know, beforehand thoughts on what am I maybe in for. How it changes throughout the entire song into 3 different things and goes here, goes there, goes all over the place. It didn't here. It stayed in the, at least in my opinion, amazing fucking form of music that they are able to produce with heavy guitar, super fucking fast riffs, fucking intoning of and emphasizing beat and rhythms. Great. Singing amazing. Video work, of course, as always, fucking fire. Like literally fire. I am a little bit lost on the aliens and the demon end boss here. But I think maybe it's not even something that needs to be deeply analyzed and like, this is what it means and this is what Ronnie is trying to tell us. No. He has a lot and enough to say that is very explicit, right? They are trying to zombify us. And I just fucking refuse to be zombified by you fuckers with your bullshit woke awareness shit that is trying to just, you know, tie my hands and to be specific, tie my fucking mouth and gag me and have me doubt every fucking word I'm saying. Yeah, man, it's just, it is something that needs to be addressed as such, as the epidemic of people that are fucking our, I don't want to make this a freedom of speech thing. This is more global and more relevant than just U.S. First Amendment freedom of speech. It is, they are canceling words. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. And everybody that, you know, puts a little sticker on their car that goes tolerance and everything. Yeah, then be tolerant of the fact that I refuse to fucking go with your tolerant rules. Right? This is a thing that I could just rant on about for hours and hours and hours. I won't. I'm just going to say thank you, Karen. Thank you, Adam Fan, always, for suggesting this. It's fucking flames. And you guys, if you want to do me a favor, if you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment, and let's talk and see each other again on the next one. Bye-bye.